and they never said a single word to me about Islam. They will curse us. For sure. So my brothers and sisters, know that this is a serious issue. It is the essence of the responsibility of the Ummah to carry the message of Islam to the world. Not to make them believe, because that's with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whoever believes, believes for themselves. Man ihtada fa innama yahtadi li nafsi. Whoever is guided for himself. And this is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the best to guide. Our job is to convey the message. And to convey that message clearly. I know some of you might say, well, we are not hiding the knowledge. We're not hiding the knowledge. Hiding the knowledge means when somebody comes to you, say for example, he's an American, and he wants to know something about Islam. And you say to them, you know, you Americans, you're killing my brothers and sisters in Iraq, so I'm not going to tell you anything about Islam. You don't deserve to know anything about Islam. You people are evil. Okay? Now you've hidden the knowledge. Yeah, that's clear. But hiding can be direct or indirect. If you had the opportunity, really, with your neighbors, your friends, your classmates, etc., you had the opportunity and you didn't convey the message, then you are also hiding that knowledge. And if you put in your heart that this is an obligation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, something commanded by His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, something for which you are held accountable, you will be cursed if you don't do it, then you will find opportunities. If you don't have this sense of awareness, then yes, you can say, I don't have any opportunities. I don't see anybody who I can talk to. But if you have the consciousness, you will see more than enough. You will find yourself so many opportunities coming. You say, oh man, why didn't I do it? I should have. I could have. And you will see many, many opportunities. So this is our responsibility. This is the essence of the legacy of the Prophet ﷺ. The other point which we need to be clear on, if we have accepted this responsibility, and let me ask you before I go on, is there anybody in the audience who doubts that it's an obligation for us to call to Islam? Put your hand up, please. I don't want to go on without being certain that you agree with me on this. Are we certain about it? Can I hear you? Tell me yes. Na'am. All right. If we're certain about it, then we need to be certain about what the call is. What is the call? Calling people to Islam, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What we call in Arabic, Dawah. And Dawah is really a short form of the phrase ad-da'watu ilallah. Inviting people to Allah. As Allah said, قُلْ هَذِهِ سَبِيلِي أَدْعُو إِلَى اللَّهِ عَلَى بَصِيرًا. Say, this is my way, and I invite to Allah with certain knowledge. So we're calling people, the goal, we're calling people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أُدْعُو إِلَى سَبِيلِ رَبِّكَ بِالْحِكْمَةِ وَالْمَوْعِظَةِ الْحَسَنَةِ. Call to the way of your Lord with wisdom and wise preaching. Calling to the way of your Lord. What does that mean? Sheikh bin Baz, he had said, the way of Allah, the mighty and majestic, is submission. It is the straight path, the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which He sent His messenger with. Therefore, this is what must be called to. Not to the madhab of such and such a person, nor the opinion of such and such an individual, it is necessary for the Muslim who is calling others to invite to the whole of Islam, not to cause division among them, nor to be a blind follower of any madhab, tribe, sheikh, leader. Rather, his aim should be to affirm and to clarify the truth and establish people upon that truth, even if it contradicts the opinion of so and so or such and such a person. This is the da'wah. The da'wah is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is the da'wah to Islam. Islam in its completeness. Islam as it was revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not necessarily Islam as we find it in our countries, which may be mixed up with our cultures and our customs, but pure Islam which was revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Islam which was best understood by his companions. Because we can say, okay, we're calling to Islam, pure Islam. According to whose understanding of pure Islam? Because you have many people saying, this is really pure Islam. Another one says, well, that is really pure Islam. We have modernists saying, well, this is really the true spirit of Islam, and so on and so forth. We have many people today saying their opinions about what Islam is. What is the truth of Islam? But the reality is that that generation about whom the Prophet ﷺ said, "Khairun nasi qarni," the best of generations is my generation. They are the ones who best understood Islam. That's the bottom line. What am I saying here? I'm saying here, brothers and sisters, there are issues about which we disagree. And they relate back to Islam. And we are told, if we disagree on anything, وَإِذَا تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَالرَّسُولِ. If we disagree on anything, take it back to Allah and His Messenger. So, when we take it back to Allah and His Messenger, and you have your opinion of what was meant or intended by Allah and His Messenger, and I have my opinion, which differs, how do we resolve that? We must go to the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because they lived the revelation. The revelation came down in their time. Their understanding is the correct understanding of what Islam is. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah An-Nisa, verse 115, وَمَنْ يُشَاقِقِ الرَّسُولِ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا تَبَيَّنَ لَهُ الْهُدَى وَيَتَّبِعْ غَيْرَ سَبِيلِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ نُوَلِّهِ مَا تَوَلَّى وَنُصْلِهِ جَهَنَّمَ وَسَاءَتْ مَصِيرًا. Whoever opposes the messenger after guidance has been made clear to him and follows a way other than that of the believers, I will leave him to his choice, place him in hell, and worst indeed is that destination. Whoever opposes the messenger after guidance has been made clear to him and follows a way other than that of the believers. When that verse was revealed, following a way other than that of the believers, who were the believers at that time? They were the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And here is Allah telling us that following a way other than their way will lead us astray, ultimately to hell. So following their way, their understanding is what is required of us. So when we say we're calling to Islam, we're calling to Islam as they understood it. All of the leading great scholars, the Imam,